Squid Game Season 2 fanfiction, Marvel, Fast and Furious, and WWE XD. Abandoned stadium, night rain pours heavily. Shadows loom as individuals approach the stadium, each clutching a mysterious black card with a golden emblem. A circle, triangle, and square interconnected. Camera zooms in on different faces. Peter Parker, Spider-Man, Dominic Toretto, Roman Reigns, and Black Widow, each silently studying their surroundings. A distorted voice plays through unseen speakers. Voice, you've been chosen. Step forward, or leave forever. But remember, this is your only chance to change your fate. They exchange wary glances before entering. Scene 1, the reveal. In Torina, dimly lit room, the room is massive, sterile, and chilling. Dozens of famous faces are gathered. Tony Stark, Thor, Captain Marvel, Hobbs, Letty, Cena, Seth Rollins, and more. Confusion and tension simmer. Spider-Man, whispering to Black Widow, "This feels like a trap net. Why are we here?" Black Widow, "Stay sharp. We're not here by accident." Suddenly, masked guards in crimson uniforms march in. A masked figure, the Overseer, speaks from an elevated platform. "Overseer, welcome to the game. You are all here because you represent power, fame, and influence, yet you've forgotten humility, sacrifice, and purpose. Today, you will fight for survival." Gasps ripple through the crowd as the Overseer continues. "Overseer, there will be 6 games. Failure means elimination. Succeed, and you'll uncover the truth behind this." Scene 2, Game 1, the Death Grid. The first game is deceptively simple. Cross a grid of tiles within 10 minutes, but only some tiles are safe. Others trigger deadly traps. Teams are formed based on instincts, Marvel, Fast and Furious, and WWE. The Marvel team debates strategies, with Tony Stark devising a plan using his suit to analyze the tiles. The Fast and Furious team relies on Dom's instincts and Letty's speed. WWE team leans on brute strength, with Roman Reigns smashing unstable tiles. Chaos ensues. Some players fall prey to traps, their screams echoing in the arena. The survivors barely make it. Scene 3, Bonding and Rivalries. In a holding room, alliances form while tensions rise. Thor and Hobbs bond over their shared strength and humor. Captain America and Dom Toretto clash over leadership. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins conspire, hinting at a betrayal. Meanwhile, Black Widow comforts a shaken Peter Parker. Black Widow, "This isn't a game, kid. It's war. You have to play smart." Scene 4, G Game 2, Deadly Tag. The next game pits participants against each other. It's a massive arena with obstacles, and the goal is to avoid being tagged. Those tagged are eliminated. Thor and Captain Marvel dominate with their powers, but rules limit excessive force. Dom saves Letty in a close call, deepening their bond. Seth Rollins betrays Roman Reigns, tagging him for elimination. Roman glares at him as guards drag him away. The emotional stakes skyrocket as survivors realize alliances are fragile. Scene 5, Backstory Revealed. Between games, participants share their pasts, revealing why they were chosen. Thor admits guilt over Asgard's fall, feeling unworthy. Dom regrets the lives lost in his street racing wars. Seth Rollins reveals he was blackmailed into the game by the masked figures. Emotions run high as guilt and fear intertwine. Scene 6, Game 3, the Balance Test. Participants must walk a narrow beam suspended over a fiery pit while carrying a heavy load. Fast and Furious team uses teamwork, with Letty guiding Dom while Hobbs carries extra weight. Marvel team suffers a loss when Hawkeye slips, sacrificing himself to save Black Widow. WWE team is decimated, leaving only Seth Rollins. Cliffhanger ending for Part 1. As the survivors regroup, the Overseer announces a shocking twist. "Overseer, the next game will test your trust. Only those who bet Squid Game Season 2 fan fiction, Marvel, Fast and Furious, and WWE. Act 4. Trust Broken. Int Arena Night. The survivors Thor, Black Widow, Spider-Man, Dom, Letty, Seth Rollins, Hobbs, and Captain Marvel are ushered into a dimly lit room. The Overseer's voice reverberates. Overseer, betrayal is inevitable. You will now choose a partner. But remember, your choices today determine your survival tomorrow. The room erupts in tension. Black Widow pairs with Spider-Man, Dom with Letty, Seth Rollins reluctantly with Hobbs, and Thor with Captain Marvel. Game 4, the Duel Challenge. The setup: each pair is given 2 tasks, one that demands physical strength and the other mental acuity. Only one can complete the physical task, while the other must solve a puzzle. Failure from either leads to elimination. Thor lifts a massive weight, his muscles straining, while Captain Marvel deciphers a complex equation. Despite their powers, they struggle to synchronize. Spider-Man's agility helps Black Widow navigate a deadly maze while she solves riddles to unlock exits. Dom and Letty argue over who should handle the physical task, with Dom ultimately sacrificing himself to ensure Letty's success. Scene 2: Sacrifices and Loss. As pairs complete the challenge, Dom collapses, unable to continue. Letty screams, holding him as guards drag him away. Letty, tears streaming. "This isn't how it ends, Dom, you promised me." Spider-Man consoles Black Widow, guilt etched on his face. Spider-Man: "Why did it have to be us, Nat? We're supposed to save people, not this." Act 5 Revelations. Int Holding Room Night. Survivors regroup. Letty, Thor, Captain Marvel, Spider-Man, and Seth Rollins remain. Tension boils over as secrets surface. Thor accuses Seth Rollins of sabotage, nearly coming to blows. Letty lashes out at the Overseer through the cameras, demanding answers. "Letty, who are you? Why us?" The Overseer appears on the screen, their masked face filling the room. Overseer: "You've all played with lives, directly or indirectly. This game is your reckoning. Your choices will define the future." The mask tilts slightly, revealing a familiar figure, Loki, Thor's brother. Thor, enraged: "Brother, you dare mock the sanctity of life for your amusement." Loki, amused: "Oh Thor, this isn't just a game, it's balance. Only one of you will leave alive. Shall we proceed?" Game 5, Betrayal in the Pit. The next game is a brutal free-for-all. Each participant is dropped into an underground pit surrounded by shifting walls. The goal: eliminate at least one other participant to secure a spot in the final game. Letty refuses to fight, defending herself instead. Seth Rollins targets Hobbs, who fights back ferociously. Spider-Man tries to save Letty from an attack by Captain Marvel, but ends up injured in the process. Thor, torn between his moral code and the stakes, reluctantly incapacitates Seth Rollins. As the dust settles, Spider-Man succumbs to his injuries, whispering to Black Widow as she cradles him. Spider-Man weakly: "Nat, top promise MME, on let this change you." Black Widow's scream echoes through the pit. Act 6, the final game. Int High-Tech Room Night. Only Thor, Black Widow, Letty, and Captain Marvel remain. The final challenge is announced. Loki: "Welcome to the end. A simple test? Choose between freedom or sacrifice. You may walk away alone or ensure everyone's survival by defeating me in a game of wits." The room transforms into a surreal chessboard. Loki challenges the group to outthink him. Thor immediately steps forward, declaring himself the leader. Letty and Black Widow support him, using their tactical minds to counter Loki's moves. Captain Marvel's confidence wanes, revealing her insecurities about leadership and responsibility. The final move. After an intense game, Thor sacrifices his position to protect Letty and Black Widow, leaving Loki vulnerable. Black Widow checkmating Loki. "It's over. Your game's end here." Loki smirks, snapping his fingers as the room crumbles around them. "Loki, is it though? See you next time. Epilogue, Survival and Scars. Ext, City Street, Dawn. Letty, Black Widow, and Thor awaken in a bustling street. The game's events a haunting memory. Thor gazes skyward, vowing to rebuild what he's lost. Black Widow walks away, clutching a photo of Spider-Man. Letty returns to Dom's family, silently carrying the weight of his sacrifice. A final shot shows Loki watching from a distance, a twisted smile on his face. Loki to himself, the game never truly ends.